back to our English learning diary. Today, we are going to talk about a very common experience called a rainy day. Rainy days may look ordinary, but they can give us many opportunities to describe feelings, activities, sounds, places, and memories in English. So let's imagine that we are writing about a rainy day in our personal diary. It was a cloudy morning when I woke up. The sky looked unusually dark. Heavy clouds were covering the entire sky. For a moment, I thought it might rain later in the day. Then I heard a soft tapping sound against the window. When I looked outside, tiny raindrops were falling from the sky. Within a few minutes, the rain became heavier. The streets were slowly getting wet. Small puddles were forming near the roadside. The trees were moving gently in the cool breeze. The weather suddenly felt much colder than usual. I pulled my blanket closer and stayed in bed for a few more minutes. There was something peaceful about listening to the rain from inside my room. The sound of raindrops hitting the roof was surprisingly relaxing. I could hear the rain falling continuously outside. The entire neighborhood seemed quieter than usual. Usually, I wake up quickly and start my morning routine. However, the rainy weather made me want to slow down. I did not feel like rushing anywhere. I simply wanted to enjoy the peaceful atmosphere. After getting out of bed, I walked toward the window again. The glass was covered with tiny drops of water. Some raindrops slowly rolled down the window. The view outside looking slightly blurred. The road was shining because of the rainwater. A few people were walking quickly with umbrellas. Some were wearing raincoats to protect themselves from the downpour. A man was carefully riding his bicycle along the wet road. Cars were moving more slowly than usual. Their tires were splashing through the puddles. The whole scene looked completely different from an ordinary morning. I went to the kitchen and prepared a warm cup of tea. Holding a hot cup of tea on a cold rainy morning felt comforting. I stood near the window and watched the rain while drinking my tea. The combination of warm tea and cool weather made the mornings feel special. After breakfast, I checked my plans for the day. I had several things to do outside. Unfortunately, the heavy rain made everything more difficult. I considered postponing some of my plans. After thinking for a while, I decided to stay at home. Sometimes, unexpected changes can give us a chance to rest. Instead of feeling disappointed, I decided to make the most of the day. I cleaned my room while listening to the sound of rain. The rain continued without a break. Every now and then, the thunder rumbled in the distance. The sound was loud, but it did not frighten me. In fact, it made the rainy atmosphere even more dramatic. After cleaning my room, I sat at my desk. I opened my notebook and started writing. I wanted to describe exactly how the day felt. Writing about ordinary experiences can actually improve our English. It teaches us how to describe things that happen in our everyday lives. For example, we can use the simple past tense to describe completed actions. We can say, "It rained heavily this morning." We can also say, "I stayed at home because of the rain." We use the present continuous when something is happening right now. For example, "It is raining outside." Another useful sentence is, "The The rain is getting heavier. We can also use the present perfect to talk about something that has happened recently. For example, it has been raining since morning. These small differences can make your English sound much more natural. Now, let's continue with our rainy day diary. Around noon, the rain became extremely heavy. The sky was almost completely covered with dark clouds. The road outside was nearly empty. Most people had probably decided to stay indoors. I made myself another cup of tea and sat beside the window. I watched the rain for several minutes without doing anything else. Sometimes, doing absolutely nothing can be surprisingly refreshing. The rain gave me a reason to take a break from my usual routine.